Good afternoon, student. So we'll work on the data frame again with few new topics we cover. So today basically we'll discuss on the how we can access element of any data frame or how we can access the data, simply columns or multiple columns. About these things we'll discuss. So first of all, when we need to just access any particular data, so for demonstration purpose, we have to understand just create one simple data frame, and using data frame only, the data frame only will demonstrate our work. So yesterday we have seen that how we can create our using within the data frame only how we can create different type of index, that means how we can transpose simply. Okay. Good afternoon, Shruti. It's afternoon, I guess. So, so first of all, we'll create the data frame. Okay. So, we have to import the library. Which library, Shruti? Can you tell which library we have to import to access to work with the data frame? What is the library name? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Anybody, just tell me whenever we are working with the data frame or which library we have to import. In case of pandas, tell me. First of all, we'll import just like numpy as np for array purpose. But if we want to create the data frame, so which library we need to import? Until import pandas as pd. So these are the two library, basically pandas library through which you can create our own dictionary. So first of all, we'll create the different index, one dictionary, and using that dictionary, we'll create the different uh, work. We'll do different types of work. So today I'm just creating one simple dictionary. So the dictionary that we'll create here, just like taking dictionary or just one dictionary, city name, one dictionary I'm taking. So what are the information I will store here? So within the city, I will store here few keys. So what should be the keys? Here, first of all, few city name I will store, just like Delhi. Then within Delhi, another dictionary I will use, and there inside that inner dictionary will be the population. One dictionary will be population. Within that, few values will be there, just like 10928254. This is the value for that city. Okay, just try to be in the part. Okay. So next key will be hospital. Here I'm taking the next key as hospital. So within hospital, here I will write how many hospitals are there. For example, in Delhi, I'm just assuming 211 hospitals are there. And another key I'm taking here, so that is schools. That means how many schools are there within the Delhi locality. So for example, I'm taking 7,500 schools are there. So this is my assumption only. So this is my first dictionary, and within that another inner dictionary is there. In the same way, we'll take another dictionary, just like Delhi. So for the second city, suppose I'm taking in here Mumbai only. So for Mumbai now we have to change the two values. So let me take this 1563, this one, and hospital. Suppose I'm taking here 18981, for example. School, suppose 6500. So this is my second dictionary. Second key within that dictionary is there, and then I'm taking another one. So here I'm taking Kolkata. plus the this is the inner key. Within the this I'm storing its value. So 204 and 15565 hospital. Suppose I am taking here 1 and school, for example, I am taking here 8500. So these many schools are there, and finally we can take the last one. So in place of this, I am taking here Chennai, for example, and metropolitan cities of India, Chennai. So here I am taking population, for example, 2, 3, then 6 hospitals. I am taking here 1, 3, and schools I am taking here, for example, 5600. So this is my dictionary ready. Let's see. So if we print the dictionary, this is my dictionary ready. Now simply we'll convert into data frame. So BF city, I'm taking one BF city here. So BF dot what we have to take data frame, as we are converting into data frame. So within this data frame, pt dot data frame will pass our dictionary city. So now city or BF city dictionary data frame is ready. Here we can see population schools. This is the thing answer. So now for different purpose, even just like yesterday we have seen that if we do bfct dot t transpose, so what will happen, just things will be reversed. Or also we can do one thing, just like if we want to store in another dictionary, for example bfct dot bfct 2, for example, is equal to this, so that also we can scroll. So bfct 2. So here it's coming with 2 dictionary. So this is the part how we can create our own dictionary. So now today actually this is not the task. Actually after within this part we'll now access different elements within this data frame. So we are going to learn how we can access different data frames. So first of all, how we can access the thing. So basically nothing but very simple things are there. We'll only write through the column names, just like within the dfct, and we have to pass our column name. So what are the different column names? It's like population, hospitals, school. So just we'll write our column names. So population. So what will happen? So it will only show that particular column within index. So there is a output. That means here we are accessing the element. That means accessing the column element. Here we are going to learn the accessing column element. Column element. So now even more BFCT2. If we use the previous one BFCT, within that if we write it's like for example that time, but we have to remember one point. In case of DFCT, the column name was Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai. This was the thing. So at that time we have to use in this way. We have to write Delhi. So in that case, it will display the population, school, and hospitals of that city. But suppose if we use in place of Delhi, if we use here DFCT population, so what will happen here? Since it is a not column, so it will show you error, because in case of DFCT, population is not a column index. Population is a row index. You can see population is a row index. So that's why. So first of all, we have to check that which part is in the thing. In case of DFCT, we could write DFCT. Sorry, again just try to I need to take it. Now if you write DFCT, I'm just displaying, and DFCT2, I'm just displaying. Now I'm just accessing the column. Accessing, yes, accessing the columns. So now whenever we are accessing the column, we have to mention through the column name. We have to mention the column names. Just like already we have access the population. Now suppose if I want to access the hospital one, so that value will show each row. So in this way we can simply see. Even if we write DFCT2 of schools, means we want to see the school name. So in this case, we write schools. So then it will show the schools. Again, if we write DFCT2 dot population, so in that case, it show the population. So in this way, we can simply access the thing. So now another version of accessing things, accessing columns, that is where that DFCT2 dot using the operator dot. Just like here we are using DFCT within box bracket as population, but also you can access the things in this way, DFCT dot population. But remember, the points are here. Whenever we are accessing through dot, uh, no need to, just a second, no need to use quotes. Just like you can see, for population, earlier when I put in the box bracket, that time I have used that single quotes, but here I am not using the single quotes. So here also the output is coming, proper output is coming. So this is only for just like how we can access. Now suppose if we want to access the multiple columns of any particular data frame object within a data frame, suppose there are multiple columns, and but within that data frame if I want to select for more than one column, not all the columns. Just like if we simply write dfct2, it will display by default all the columns, but here I want to display only the population. Simply in box bracket, again within a list, within box bracket, within a list will place the column names. So here I am writing population, and the second column I am placing here, that is hospital. Hospital. Sorry, hospital. Okay. So when you place the multiple columns, it will display only those two columns, or only those columns it will display. So here also one thing, suppose if we want to reorder, for example, I want to place this population later. I want to place this hospital first. So here, so in this way, what will happen? By default, whatever your value is there is population first, then hospital, then school, but it will change it order. It will change its order. So in this way, simply we can uh, create a data frame, or from the data frame we can simply access columns or multiple columns even. Okay, so this is the thing. Now we are going to access just like subset of data frame, just like next topic will be there, accessing subset of data frame using row of column names. Column name. This is our second topic to this topic. So again, for just example purpose, I'm just bringing the our data frame to this data frame, that is DFCT. So now next what we'll do, that means we'll access the particular subset or part of any area. So that is only called one type of slicing also. So slicing you know very well, but here slicing is not there. So in place of that, if you want to bring or fetch a part of that whole data frame, so how we can do that? So the first topic is that to access, sorry, to access row or rows, you can say access a row. Okay. So what we have to write? So for that purpose, we have to use the LOC. One method is there, LOC. So DFCT, suppose I am using here DFCT dot LOC, that is location actually, nothing but it is the location. Now which location you want to fetch? I want to fetch from just like Delhi onwards. Simply, I want to fetch only the Delhi part actually. In that case, what it will show. So let me just give one example. Few more will do in this part. It's very important one. Here I'm just writing Delhi, then pressing on comma, then colon. Now what does it mean? We'll discuss. So let me show. So in this part you can see it is only fetching the element of Delhi. It is only fetching the element of Delhi with a very interesting way. Whenever I am pressing the Delhi comma colon, that means first row, it is just getting its row name. That is the Delhi is the row index or row name. Then it has to fetch all the columns, means all the information of Delhi. That is population, its hospital, and its school name. So this is only this how we can access. Now in place of Delhi, if we place, for example, just like Chennai only, Chennai. So what it will give? It will then give exact value of Chennai. It will give them exact value of Chennai. This is very much important things. In this way, how we can mention the row level, and using that we can fetch a single row. Simply, here actually it is fetching this type of single row, this complete Chennai value or complete Delhi value. That only it is fetching, but it is given as a 2D form. Okay, now in this place, if we want to fetch multiple row, if we want to fetch multiple row, to fetch multiple row in place of one row or one city, if we want to fetch multiple rows, then what we'll do? So, in the same way only, we'll write ext2 dot loc only. We'll write that is our method or attribute we can say. Now we have to mention the column names or simply the row names. So here we are changing row names. Here I am taking to Mumbai to Kolkata. That means Mumbai and Kolkata I want to fetch. So here I am mentioning Mumbai and ending with Kolkata. So Kolkata. Okay, and in this case I want to fetch I want to fetch complete row. So this is how we can fetch. You can see now since more than one row is coming, Mumbai and Kolkata, and it is showing the population, hospitals and schools for both the city. Now next what we'll do, we want to fetch the population or all the things of suppose for example Kolkata to Chennai. In this here we'll write Kolkata to Chennai. If we want to fetch from Delhi to Chennai all, so there we mention simply Delhi to Chennai. By default it will display the same all the things. So these are the data whenever till now whenever we are accessing through rows names. You can see just Chennai, Mumbai or Mumbai to Kolkata or Delhi. That time we are accessing the data through its row names. But suppose here if we want to go for the selective column, if we want to go for the selective columns, then how we can fetch. So then how we can fetch. So now we are going to discuss about to access access selected columns. Which route we have to use? Simply we have to within the schools only. Sorry, within the LOC only. We have to now mention the column names. Just like here we are mentioning the row names in the same way. Now this after this column we will mention the column name again. So basically the topic will be quite same type. So here first of all I want to fetch all details of all the cities, but I want to display only two columns. I want to display only two columns. That is, what are the two columns? I want to display population and hospital. So for the second part, what we'll write? So for the second part, we'll write only just like first one is population. Sorry, first one is population. So from the population, starting with population till hospital, I want to display. So to show. So indenting mistake is there, nothing else. So yeah. is displaying all the city name, but only these two columns, only these two columns. So this is how we can do accessing a row. But suppose now I am just joining both the things. That means selecting row and selecting column. So in the first part only we have to mention the row name. Now I want to display population and hospital of only Delhi and Mumbai. So in that case, what we have to mention? So here we have to mention Delhi city name, Delhi. Then after colon we have to mention another city name, that is Mumbai, Delhi to Mumbai, and I want to display the population. I want to display the population here. So then population and hospital. So in this case, what it will show here we can see it is now showing Delhi and Mumbai only population and hospital. So in this way actually just like we can display anything that, but always we have to remember how actually LOC works. Your data frame dot LOC. Then within this part, first we have to mention the row indexes, comma, then column indexes, column indexes. This we always we have to remember. First of all, we have to mention the row indexes. Within the row, this colon we have to use, and again within the column also we have to use the colon. So in this way we can simply fetch the things. Okay. Now suppose if we want to fetch, this was the way how we can fetch the data from a data frame using its row or column name, then further also furthermore what we'll do here. So what are the things? Suppose if we want to fetch this row and column using some indexing, so then how we can do that? Selecting just like rows and columns of a data frame, just like next we from a data frame using ILOC, means index location, simply you can say just like numeric index, where we are going to use of numeric index is only called ILOC. So let's see how we can do that. First of all, how we can do that? Again, I'm just bringing my data frame. This is my data frame, DFCT2. So within this DFCT2, I want to mention the location. So ILOC within box bracket. Again, also here two part. First one is I'm just showing you the process. So first one I'm just showing you as a comment line. So first one part is the row, comma, then you have to mention the column. These are the two areas. So now I'm just taking one actual example, dfct2.iloc. Within that, I want to mention the just like row index from, for example, 0 to 2, 0 to 2, and column index from, I want to mention 1 to 2. So what it will display. Now we'll understand how it is working. So first of all, when we are mentioning that 0 to 2, 0 index we default by default we know that is the first index is called 0. So when I am giving 2, so by default it is going up to 2 minus 1. So Delhi to Mumbai it is fetching this 2 row. Now within this 2 row we have to now slice the column also. So in case of column, now index is there 1 to 2. That means from 1 to 2 minus 1. That is 1 is which column? That is the hospital column is the 1 column to 2. But 2 it will not go. Always we know minus 1. So 2 minus 1 that is up to hospital. So that's why for this 2 city it is displaying this values. Okay, so let me take another example. Just like we mentioned here 0 or for example 1 to 3, 1 to 3, and here if we mention 1 to 1 to or just I'm mentioning let me mention 3, 2, 4. So tell me what should be the output. Let's see. Just write in the comment. Write in the comment area that what should be the part. How we can display this two part. Write in the comment section. Place your answer in the comment section. That what should be the output. Which city names will be displayed by this simply by this command. We can say. Always we have to remember in ILOC the end index will be excluded. We know already that I am slicing of here done. This is the end index. Then this 4 is the end index, this 3 is the end index. So which part will be the answer? Which city will display? Nobody can answer. So here is the answer. So how it is coming? Chennai. This is the first row, and then here we can say 3 to 4. 3 to 4 means 3 is the low, 3 to 4. So that's why 3 is the row. So that's why we're writing Chennai, and then we're writing school. So this is coming. Chennai schools, hospitals, and school. In case of this 1 to 3 means from 1, this is the first row. This hospital is the first row, and this is the third row. So 3 minus 1, 2. That's why 1, 2, 3. So that's why it has bring up the columns 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 are hospitals and schools. Hospitals and schools. So this is how we can do the things. Today this is up to the point. And in this session for today, yeah, Delhi Smriti you have given answer. Now this, I think now you got your answer. You got your answer. It will be Chennai. Why Chennai? Because here we can see 3 we are starting and we are going up to 4. So 3 to 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 means this is the 0th location, this is 1 location, this is 2, and this is the 3 location. So 3 to 3 minus 1, that is 3 to 3. So that's why it is mentioned Chennai. Okay, so for this student, in this session,